Hi, this is Brad from the Bodysmith, and today I'm going to demonstrate to you the self-myofascial release protocol that we use with all of our members before they perform their customized workout programs or before they take one of our group exercise classes. Now, self-myofascial release, or foam rolling, we like to call it the poor man's massage because you do it yourself with equipment that is not expensive, okay? Now, the benefits of self-myofascial release include increased mobility and range of motion, a decrease in scar tissue, adhesions, and trigger points you may be experiencing, a decrease in tone of any muscles that might be overactive, and an increase in the quality of movement. So in short, self-myofascial release will help your workout programs be more effective and safer. Now, the tool we're going to be using today is the 6-inch foam roller. So let's get started. Okay, so before you begin foam rolling, I want to caution you against some contraindications to this exercise. If you've got any injured areas, you're going to want to avoid those. If you're experiencing circulatory problems or have problems with liver or kidney function, you're going to want to check with your doctor. Also, any chronic pain you may be experiencing. If you have fibromyalgia, you're not going to want to be doing foam rolling either. And always avoid all joint structures. So to begin, what we like to do is start at your feet. We're going to start on the back of the body and work our way up. So the first area we're going to do is the calves, or the soleus gastroc complex, if you want to get fancy. So we're going to roll. I'm going to place this on my calves. I'm going to lift my body up and roll all the way from the ankles towards the knee. I can turn my feet in and out, and I'm going to pay close attention to any areas that I may feel a little stinger. If I find an area that's a little painful, I'm going to give it a little more attention. We're going to do each area about 20, 30 seconds, okay? Then we're going to move on. The next area we're going to do is the hamstring. So I'm going to bring this above the knees. I'm not going to roll over the knees. Again, lifting up, rolling all the way above the knees, up to the upper part of the leg. Again, I can turn my feet in or out and hit those areas. You may find better luck with the hamstrings if you go one at a time. Okay, again, if you find a sore or tender spot, you're going to give that a little more attention. Okay, the next area, I'm going to move up to the glutes. Sit right up on top. Okay, I'm just rolling here. We can shift over to the piriformis, or some of the hip muscle. I'm going to take my right leg, I'm going to cross it over the left. I'm going to grab this knee and pull it to my opposite shoulder. Plant one hand, I'm leaning really far to the outside. This is an area that's often tender in people, so give that some attention. Okay, we're going to hit both sides, so again, flip over. Great. Next area, I'm going to come down. I'm going to go up right between the shoulder blades, the upper back. So we're going to hit the rhomboids. I'm going to support my head with my hands, lift my rear up, roll up. I'm not going to cross the neck. I'm also not going to go too low onto the lumbar spine. Great. Now, that's the entire back of the body. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move to the side. First area we're going to do is the outside of the calf. So I'm going to support my body up and roll between the ankle up to the knee, but not crossing the knee. I'm getting the peroneals here, tibialis anterior. Good. Again, 20 or 30 seconds aside. Then I'm going to move up above the knee. I'm going to get the IT band here. This is often tender with people, but I promise you with time it will improve. Okay, the whole side of the thigh here. Then I'm going to move up to the TFL, which is just, all I'm going to do is get up real high on the hip, turn my chest down to the ground a little bit, and I'm rolling really high on the hip. Then, going to move up to the lats. Going to place this right under the arm, not on the rib cage, under the arm. My arm is straight with the thumb up. And I'm going to roll up and down. I can also experiment with opening my chest up more towards the ceiling. Good. Roll right up through here. Again, after 20, 30 seconds, I'm going to go up to the tricep, back of the arm here, between the elbow and shoulder. Good. Then I would just repeat that on the opposite side. Okay, the last thing we're going to do here with the foam roller is I'm going to roll over and do the quadriceps, or the front of the thighs. Again, staying above the knee. Rolling here. Good. You may experiment with bending your knees. You could get some different effect that way as well. Oops, and before I forgot, one other thing. The adductors, the hip adductors, or the inner thighs. We're going to put the foam roller this way. I'm going to hook one leg over. I can keep it straight. Good, or bent. And again, I would do the other side after this. Okay, one final thing. We're going to move over to the wall, and I'm going to show you the final move using a lacrosse ball. The last thing I'm going to show you is a little self-myofascial release for the anterior, the pec minor, pec major area. This is an area that gets tight with people often. So you can use a tennis ball, you could use a fit ball. I'm going to show you using a lacrosse ball. These are good because they're nice and firm. So I'm going to go up to a wall. I'm going to place this ball right below my shoulder, towards the midline more, but up high on the shoulder. I'm going to place against the wall, apply pressure, and just work it around here. And then repeat on the other side as needed. If you have any questions, you can contact us at www.thebodysmith.com.